What a day for the stock market so far today, guys. Crazy. Check it out. It's about 11:20 a.m. on the East Coast right now. We have the Russell up almost 2%. We have the NASDAQ and the S&P each up 1.5% as the Dow is up more. The Dow's up more than the S&P and the NASDAQ, up 1.6%, and the VIX is down. Get this, guys. VIX is down 7%. You see the fingers here, guys? 7%. Yeah, the VIX is now pushing 20. It is about to break under 20 points. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets like you guys are used to me doing. We do that all the time here on the channel, right? And we're also going to talk about some stocks, in particular Tesla stock, which even though the markets are crushing it today, great day for the markets, VIX is down, Tesla just cannot move. In fact, it just hit a fresh low. Tesla, in the midst of this green, just hit a fresh low of $135 a share. So we have a lot to break down. If you all find value, hit that like button, subscribe. Of course, take a sip of your coffee, and if you want some free stocks, get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. Check out my Patreon as well if you guys want. No pressure. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. So right off the bat, SPY is breaking out above the 50 SMA here on the 1 hour chart, and we're noticing on top of that we have an inverse head and shoulders. We have the left shoulder right here, you guys see that, the head, the right shoulder, and we're about to test now 385. Well, we're above that on SPY, but we're about to test 388, 390, right by the 180 moving average here, which if this is able to break at about 390, which you guys remember, that was a big level of support a week and a half ago, then we failed at it. Now we're about to test it again. If we test this point and break out of it, I just put my alert at 390, there could be a lot more upside in the short term on SPY. But I have my doubts. That this is going to break out. We're not really seeing any sign of a test yet, even a sign of a breakout above that point. So I'm a bit skeptical until we actually start breaking out of $390. But as of now, there's no doubt about it. We are seeing a relief rally in the markets. Things are looking pretty good in the short term. And triple Q, if I pull this up, it's the same thing, right? We might not have an inverse head and shoulders on this, but we are breaking out of the 50 SMA. We're seeing a nice relief rally, and we're about to now test mid 270s, high 270s, which is a sticking point for, the CTF, right? You guys can see, and we've talked about this before. If you guys have been watching the channel, I've been talking about this. 278, 280, that was support from, earlier in November, throughout the end of November and into December, right? 278, we fell at that point. We failed, when was that? About a week ago at 278. Now we just hit 266. So we're going to go test that old support, which is now resistance, 278, and that's going to be where, if bulls can get out of that point, maybe we get a legitimate reversal. But like I said with SPY, I have my doubts. I'm skeptical, like a lot of you should be as well, considering it seems like all the rallies in the market that we've seen lately, they've been met with a ton of selling, right? None of these rallies can hold. We've talked about that before on the channel time and time again, guys. So let's see how some stocks are moving. And again, today's a pretty good day overall for a lot of individual stocks. But for Tesla, man, Tesla is not doing well. If we just pull it up and talk about it quickly to start off this portion of the video, guys, Tesla hit a new low at $135, and it is slightly green. It's up 0.25%. Barely green, but I don't really give a crap, because if we take a look here on the intraday, we took the lows out from yesterday. So even though it's up a little bit, barely 0.25%, we took the lows out from yesterday, being about 138 roughly. And it's not like we took the lows out by a quarter or 50 cents. I mean, we took those lows out by about $2. I mean, we took the lows out, we hit 135.89, and now we're trying to fight and go green. But to be honest, does this not look bearish to you guys? Does this not look like it's making lower highs? It is to me. You guys see that, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So, and this is on the intraday chart. So Tesla looks like it might test that low again today. It might go and test that low, maybe even take it out again today. So this does not look too great at all. Again, in the midst of a green day, very nice green day, Tesla could barely inch out green. It took the lows out. This is not the best sign for the stock. And like I said, yesterday, which I'm still going to say again, even though we just hit a low, there's no doubt at some point we're going to get a little relief rally on Tesla, whether that's next week, a month from now, a couple of days from now, today, for all we know. I don't freaking know. You guys don't know. Nobody really knows when it's going to happen, but keep in mind, at some point, we're probably going to get a little pop because it is oversold in the grand scheme of things, but we're just not getting any sign of that quite yet. Again, lower highs on the intraday. We just hit a fresh low. It's not looking good for the bulls at all right now on Tesla. Some other movers we had. Who reported this morning? Let me double check. Was it Carnival? Yeah, Carnival reported. Let's pull Carnival up because they're up about 5%. Actually, no, now they're down. Well, not down, but they're down from that intraday high. They're only up 3% now. Earlier in the day, actually, they were up about 8%. So, yeah, talk about volatility, guys. Carnival reported this morning. They closed at $8 roughly yesterday. When they initially reported, they dumped to $7.75. Then the stock shot up to over $8.75. It had a 14% rally, which is pretty intense. And now it's back down to about $8.40. It is down 5% now from that intraday high. So Carnival Cruise Line ended up beating on EPS. They lost 85 cents versus the loss of 87 cents estimated, and they ended up missing on sales, $3.84 billion versus $3.91 billion estimated. So mixed bag earnings there for Carnival. And it says here on the pricing front, Carnival exec says on the pricing front, Q1 2023, we expect net per DMs, I don't even know what that means, to be up 5.5, 6.5% in constant currency. All right, I guess that's decent, but I have to look deeper into what that even means. What is pricing front? Okay. Yeah, I'll look deeper into that. But overall, Carnival is up on the day, and we are testing now. If I pull up the 4-hour chart, we are testing this wedge right here, right? Well, I deleted it, I think, or cleared the set. Let me draw it again. You guys can see we're testing the top of this wedge, and that's also right by the moving averages on the 4-hour as well. So if Carnival could break out of this point, $9, $9.50, that's where a reversal could be coming. But quite frankly, guys, we're not showing any signs of that yet. So keep that in mind. We might not break out of there. We're not getting any signs of it quite yet. On Foot Locker, though, Foot Locker, take a look at this, guys. This is starting to gap up above the 180 SMA. Looks like the uptrend is now clear as day continuing. I mean, you guys see that, right? Uptrend is continuing. And it looks like now we're heading towards that 50 SMA, which is right around 37.50. If that breaks, this could be going back to test 39, maybe $40. So Foot Locker is looking pretty good. I'm assuming this has to do with Nike's earnings. Nike went up 13%, it is up now 13% after reporting earnings yesterday, which we covered. So I'm assuming, hey, maybe Foot Locker is running up because of that. It's kind of like a sympathy, not a sympathy rally. What would you call that? It's just run. It's like when UPS reports great numbers and FedEx hasn't reported yet, and FedEx starts to run as well. It's kind of like that, right? Similar, at least the way I'm looking at it. So Foot Locker here could have some more upside. I think the chart looks pretty good in my personal opinion, and we have Chewy's moving up again today. Yeah, Chewy looks like it's up 5.5%, not too crazy, and it looks like now we are confirming a bounce above the 180. We're now about to test the 50 SMA here on the 4-hour. If that breaks at about, let's say, 42.50, there could be some more upside on Chewy. Let me put my alert there now. Mark is at or above $42.50. Watch out for it, guys. I mean, if that breaks, we could fill the gap 45, 46 on Chewy, and like I've been saying, it hasn't happened yet, but I have been saying this. If Chewy stock breaks $46, it could be touching 50, pretty soon from there, in my personal opinion, at least, guys. And let's see what else is moving here before I do wrap up the video. And if you haven't gotten your free stocks from Moomoo yet, get up to 20 stocks, each up to $2,000 with at least a $100 deposit. And you guys could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. Link down below. Free money. It also helps out the channel, guys. I appreciate you all as always. So let's see what else is moving. We have Meta moving up a little bit. Nucor is moving up. NUE is one that we talked about recently. The chart looks decent. Now it's about to test my alert, or break my alert, 138, which is right by the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. Watch out for that, guys. If that breaks on Nucor, there could be a lot more upside on that. It looks like Pinterest is moving as well, which we recently called out. There's a big resistance coming up at 26 bucks. Now it's up 3.5%, over 3.5%. Looks like it is running to test that 26 mark. Maybe even today it tests it. And if it does break, we have a lot more upside, probably towards 27, 28, in my opinion. And, that's what I'm going to be looking for here on Pinterest. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. And please, this is not financial advice, guys. Please do your own research. These charts are what I'm looking at, how I'm breaking them down, and how I'm looking at them personally. Not for you to go and just blindly buy all these stocks, right? That's not the point of this video. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my second channel, Stas Talks Money. I talk all about personal finance, general finance on there. And if you want to see different type of content for me, still money related, and I might throw some different type of content on there heading into 2023. I have some good ideas, guys. I have some ideas brewing. If you want to see that channel, Stas Talks Money, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.